Traders, the markets opened on Monday with huge gap ups, gap downs. We've got the US elections this week. So what does this mean for traders? Welcome to Simply Forex, guys. If you want to improve as a trader, then you're definitely in the right place. Each week, I'm going to give you easy to follow trade ideas, tips and advice so you too can succeed at trading. And if you stay to the end of the vid, guys, I'm going to give you my trade ideas for today. But obviously, with the US elections, we need to tread carefully. And if this sounds good to you guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button, guys. Much appreciated. Right, let's get stuck in, guys. So just an example of these gap ups, right? So this is when the market opened on Monday, right? This is New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? If we look at, I don't know, Euro, US dollar, look at these huge gap ups, right? Or gap downs. And normally, guys, these will want to get filled, right? So price, there's a strong chance price is going to come down and fill this gap. Even the cross pair, guys. Let's have a look at Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, right? We've got this gap down, and sure enough, price has come up to fill it. Okay, so all these gap ups and gap downs combined with, you know, the Americans are going to the polls today, right? I don't know if you've heard about it. There's a US election going on. If you haven't, where have you been? Yeah, maybe Mars. So this is like the perfect storm of very difficult trading conditions. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of things that I'm looking at today, but please tread carefully, guys, right? I'm only going to trade them if certain criteria sets up, and I will share this criteria with you. But generally speaking, it might just, you know, it'll be a good idea to just stay out of the market until we know who the winner of the US elections are, right? Is it Harris or Trump? And also, guys, please leave a comment. We would like to know who you think is going to win. Just put Trump or Harris in the comments below to see if you are correct. Who's going to win this crazy US presidential election? And yeah, it's just like a crazy reality show, right? But yeah, it's more entertaining than it is, you know, good political policy. But anyway, this is the situation we're in, guys, right? So let's get stuck in. Let's take a couple of look at a couple of things that I am looking at, right? So let's start with New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? And if we look at the weekly chart, okay, you can see we are clearly in a downtrend, right? Clearly in a downtrend, and we've got all this room to move into back down to these lows. Okay, now obviously there's nothing stopping price here. There's no support until we get to this level, maybe even a little bit further, but my target's at 0.5900. And we also saw a lot of US dollar strength come into the market yesterday. If we start with the day chart as well, or look at the day chart as well, you can also clearly see we're in this downtrend, right? We've had a bit of choppy price action. This has really become a range, right? And all this volatility has come about, or this indecision has come about because of the US elections, right? There's, you know, it's not rocket science, right? The market doesn't know what to do with itself at the moment. So as I say, guys, I'm giving you these ideas, but, you know, tread carefully today, especially today. You know, all the Americans are at the polls. All right, so we're in a downtrend, and at the top of this range, we've had this nice big bearish daily candle. Okay, so that would suggest we can start selling, right? We had a lot of like dojis, indecision, and then bang, a nice big bearish candle. If we drop down to the H4, it's just these gap ups and gap downs that have made price action so difficult to read, right? So as you can see, this huge gap up, yeah, you know, this is, you know, is this in an uptrend, right? Is it in an uptrend? Is it just in this range? You know, price action has become difficult to read, and you know, and look at it, it's just choppy. Yeah, which we can expect during the elections, right? So until I get a clear break. And what do I mean by that, guys? So I do not want to be in this crappy price action, right? Crappy price action is a term used in all the top economic books, right? But this is crappy price action. And it's just, you know, bouncing around the moving average 20. I hate to see this. This is ugly. This is uglier. I'm not going to say it. Right, and all I want to see, guys, is this, right? I want to see a break of these lows, even this low here, right? Once we get a break, yeah, I'm then looking for a retest. So for all of the traders taking part in my trading challenge on the free Discord, we want to see a break. We want to see, you know, that 50% retracement, and then we can start selling New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Whether this happens today, who knows, right? But this is what we want to see. You know, it could take a few, it might just stay in this range, guys, until, like I say, we get a winner of the US elections. But we want to break, retest, come lower. And this dollar strength is also been seen in US dollar Japanese yen. Okay, so if we go to the day chart, price has just come down, back down to a nice level. So it's in a very bullish uptrend, right? And all it's really done has come back down to this grey zone, this area of support. And if I just show you this area of support, so you can see why it is an area of support, right? Price has constantly hit this level historically. And that's all we're looking for a level of support or resistance, right? So we're in an uptrend. Price has retraced. It's filled this gap. This was a gap from last week, so that's good. It's filled that gap. And we're not far from the moving average 20, right? So there's a bit of value in here. Now, again, you know, this is not a super bullish candle, right? But we're in an uptrend, right? And it does have a bottom wick. But what I want to see, guys, is this. On the H4, again, a strategy with gaps, you can see this massive gap down, right? As I explained, that happened on Monday's open. And a strategy for this is just to trade the gap for it to be filled. Like this gap happened last week, right? And eventually price filled it. This gap happened this week and price will fill it. Yeah, I say that quite confidently, guys. These gaps get filled, right? So that in itself is a strategy, but it's not part of my trading plan, guys, right? So I'm not going to trade just to fill the gap. What I want to see is a break of H4 structure, right? And as you can see, this is basically where we are. So maybe some price action like this happens, but I want to see a break, right? A break of this level through here, like I did with New Zealand US dollar. We get a retest, you know, back to a 50% level for all you guys taking advantage of the trading challenge, and we want to go higher. So yeah, there's a couple of US dollar pairs I'm looking at. I'm also looking at a couple of other pairs, guys. Before I share them, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. Much appreciated. Also, guys, if you would like to join our trading community, then please do. It's free, right? Come join our free Discord channel. You can talk to like-minded traders, share knowledge and ideas. Also, right now, guys, you can get free access to the VIP Trading Academy, right? This is where I give you all of my trade signals, I give you my tutorials, my strategies, and you get direct access to me, as in you can ask me questions. If you're interested in that, guys, you can get free access if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers, right? We've got some great brokers, guys. Check it all out. It's all in the video description. Also, guys, I must mention, because of the clock changes, our live stream is now 7 a.m. New York EST time. So every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, guys, we have a live stream. I take all of your questions. It's now 7 a.m. New York EST time. Right. Next trade is Swiss franc yen. I'm showing you these trades, guys, but please remember it's the US elections, not that you can forget. So tread carefully, guys, right? So we had a bit of yen weakness. Yeah, we saw with US dollar yen. And this is a similar trade, guys, right? This is the day chart. And this is basically where we're at. right? We're in an uptrend, right? No two ways about it. We've had a nice retrace towards the moving average 20. We have a bullish-ish candle, right? Not super bullish, but, buyers have come into the market. My target would be all the way back up here. This is a monthly level, okay? So that's what we're looking at, guys. And let me just show you that monthly chart. Because if you look at the monthly chart, that is a thing of beauty, right? We're in this uptrend. Yeah, it's hit this level, hasn't broken it. Nice big bullish candle. Everything suggests we can just take this monthly chart back up to this high. Yeah, difficult to disagree with that. Bouncing off the moving average 20, lots of things to like. The day chart is less clear, but like I say, we're in an uptrend, bullish candle. But again, if we look at the H4, I need to see a break of structure. Now, right now, you need to pinpoint the last swing highs and lows. And this is where we're at right now, right? Lower highs, right? Lower lows. So we're in a downtrend. So for me, this high needs to be broken. Okay, or we get some price action like this, right? Price comes down and then we get something like this. Then this becomes the next high, right? But as soon as I get a break in H4 structure, retrace, I will be interested in buying this pair as well. All right. And then finally, guys, I've got an against trend trade, right? If we look at the weekly chart on Euro Canadian dollar, right, you can clearly see, for me, we had a break here, right? At this point, we were getting lower lows, right? But at the very least, we're in a range, right? That is a little subjective, this lower low. But what's not subjective is this, right? We are ranging between here and here, right? That is not subjective. Anyone can see that. You don't have to be Warren Buffett. So we're just ranging between there and there, and we're getting some bearish reaction in here. This is the weekly chart, but let's have a look at the daily chart. Look at these sellers, right? These sellers are taking control of the market. We had buyers in control. Now we've got sellers taking back the power of Grayskull. What was that? He-Man. Right? So this is an against trend trade. I want to point that out. And because it is, my target would just be to here, guys. This 105.50 level, right? 1.5050. You can see there's a bit of resistance here, but also the moving average 20 is normally a pretty good target because price wants to revert back to the mean. And that's what the moving average 20 is, the mean of the price. So if we look at H4, all I want to see is a structure break. There is no more powerful setup than a structure break, right? So you can clearly see we've just been finding this level through here. We've stopped making higher highs. This is a bit of a red flag, okay? The trend has slowed, if not stopped, and it will revert, okay? And then all I want to see, guys, is this. A break of these lows, yeah, before we get a retrace, and then we can start coming lower. So those are my trade ideas, guys. You can see we've got some trade ideas, but again, tread carefully. It's the US elections today. And we need to see a lot of things happen. So these trades may not materialize today. It might take a couple of days for them to materialize. All right, so bear that in mind. And guys, yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Come join me for the live stream today, 7 a.m. New York EST time. I'll see you then. Happy trading.